What's up everybody, this is Master Ian Gamer, and today I've got another good old-fashioned hero leak. That's right, earlier today these images were being shared around on the competitive Overwatch Reddit, showing off what is supposedly an image of the upcoming new Fox Girl hero, as well as details outlining her kit and abilities. Now, since this was posted, there was some clarifying information released regarding the legitimacy of this leak, and I will be discussing that a bit afterwards, but for starters, let's just go ahead and take a look at the leak itself. So jumping into the actual description of this character and her abilities, this is Overwatch 2's final hero. Her name is Kimiko, and she is a healer. I will do my best to explain her abilities. She has a passive that lets her attach to walls by holding jump, and when you let go, she does a horizontal wall jump. She can also climb ledges, not walls like Genji or Hanzo, only ledges. The primary fire is her shuriken. If you hold it, you can throw it and control its direction, similar to Jett's smoke from Valorant, and then it returns to you. Dealing damage fills up an energy bar, and the more energy you have, the bigger the shuriken hitbox gets, and the more damage it deals. Her secondary fire spends the energy bar to heal and overheal in an area in front of her. You have to hold the ability to heal, and then the heal is shared between every player inside the area. So if you heal 100 HP to 2 players in the area, each will get 50. Her E marks a position on the ground and summons the Fox, which creates an area that does different things to allies and enemies. When an ally enters it for the first time, they get a bit of healing and lifesteal while they are inside the area. The enemies get hit with a new type of damage when they enter, and also if they stay inside the area, this damage slowly gets healed automatically after you leave the area. Her shift summons the Fox on her shoulder, it then jumps from her arm and starts running forward, creating a path that gives speed boost and damage reduction to allies and slightly slows enemies. Since the Fox used on her E and shift are the same, they can't exist at the same time, and they share a cooldown with 2 charges, exactly like the new Zarya bubbles. Her ultimate summons a huge 9-tailed fox, and it works similar to Hanzo's dragon, moving forward through the walls, but it's much faster. Enemies hit by it get sent to another dimension where they can't interact with anyone in the normal dimension, and they are slowed. You can see the enemies on the Fox dimension before they return. So that's the extent of what was actually posted here in this leak. A rather interesting kit, I'll just say. But at this point, I think it's only fair for me to just come out and acknowledge it at this point. This leak is fake. In fact, it was confirmed to be fake by John Spector, the current Overwatch commercial lead, who made a fun little Naruto joke and then mentioned, yes, this is fake. So straight from the horse's mouth, folks. This is not a real leak. Unless Blizzard's like intentionally trying to gaslight us and like, oh, this is going to turn out to be the actual hero a month from now. But I really don't think that's the case. I think this leak is fake, and even if it wasn't confirmed by an official Blizzard representative, just the contents of the leak itself I think are pretty sketchy. For starters, let's just take a look at the image. The character we see here has a bit of a fake vibe, if that's the best way to put it. I think it's the eyes specifically that really throw me off here. They just don't seem like they fit within the art style of Overwatch. Something about the way the eyes are not just 2 different colors, because Moira has 2 different color eyes, but just the brightness of the one, and just, I don't know, little elements about her pose and design, and just like the texturing, like specifically on her like robotic arm, doesn't feel quite right. And you could say, oh, well, maybe this is an unfinished version. It's not the final polished 3D model for the character. But guys, Overwatch 2 is releasing in a month. I think the model for the Fox Girl is going to be finished at this point. Also, there's the fact that the character is apparently named Kimiko, but despite this, if we look at where she's actually positioned on the support portion of the hero roster, she isn't in the correct position alphabetically. In case you never realized it, the heroes in each little category here are always arranged in alphabetical order, so having her at the very end of the order, after Zenyatta, whose name starts with a Z, yeah, that just, bit of a red flag there that she wouldn't be in the correct alphabetical order. There's also a lot of elements of her kit which I think don't feel very good. Specifically the ultimate, the idea of sending enemies to another dimension where they just can't interact with anyone. That feels like a unfun mechanic to have to play both against and with. Like if you banish someone to another dimension, you can't interact with them, which means you can't shoot them, you can't kill them, you can't do anything. Like that just feels like a bad mechanic to have in a game like Overwatch. And then there's other little issues throughout her kit that just seem sort of like, like the way the healing's distributed and all that. So yeah, even if this hadn't been officially confirmed as being a fake leak, I would have erred on the side of it being fake regardless. Now, one final thing which I probably should address as well, because I imagine it's something a lot of people will be sort of suspicious of. This leak was very clearly released at this specific point in time in order to have it follow up very closely after a recent Overwatch content creator summit which took place in California, where many content creators got to fly out there and do something. We don't actually know yet what it was. I think we can hazard a few guesses as for what it was they did out there, namely being playtest the new Fox Girl hero. But I will mention, full disclosure, I personally couldn't attend the summit, so technically I'm as in the dark about what happened there as the rest of you all at the moment. I feel like I should just mention that so people don't get the impression that I'm faking my reaction to this leak in some way or another, when in reality, I don't know. I think the leak itself is probably trying to present itself as a screenshot having been taken from that summit, but as I already said, I think it's fake. I don't think this is a real image, and the Overwatch devs themselves have even confirmed that at this point. But anyways, that'll do it for this quick video. I just wanted to talk about this leak because I always find new hero leaks to be exciting and worth talking about, even if they're as fake and confirmed as being fake as this one was. So definitely let me know your thoughts on it in the comments down below. Are there any elements from this kit that you think are interesting and you would like to see in an upcoming support hero or any hero in general? Or maybe you think some elements of this kit will end up actually being part of the actual hero's kit once we finally get to see her in game. Either way though, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, hit up that bell icon, and come join my Discord server to hang out and never miss any of my future Overwatch content. Special thanks to my YouTube channel members who help make these videos possible, and if you'd like to join them to earn some cool rewards, then just hit that join button down below. And otherwise, this is Master Ian Gamer signing off, and until next time, have a great day.